Hey, Shadow Walker used to make every single tile as a separate object, but now I made it into a tile map. To understand why, let's look at the old FPS. I'd consider my computer fairly good. Like if I'm playing Minecraft with a 100 chunk render distance, it's able to do a consistent 40 to 50 frames per second. So a 2D pixel art game should not be running at the same level of painfully slow. The main big issue was the render time. Just look at it, taking up so many precious milliseconds. You might think it was all the enemies, or maybe a few light settings that had to be tweaked. But the real reason is probably the 4,000 plus tiles in the scene that were casting, receiving separate shadows every single second. That'll do it. So to fix this issue, I switched to a tilemap. Easier said than done. A tilemap basically allows me to change however many sprites I want into just one image. I don't know how the backend stuff works, but Unity is really good at that kind of thing. All I had to do was make it so whenever a tile spawned, it would make a tile where it was in the tilemap, and then make itself invisible. That means there are technically still a lot of separate objects, but most of the lag they used to cause is gone now. After doing that, I hid all the ground tiles and replaced them with one big looping image, which got rid of the same amount of lag and took like 5 minutes. So that's fun. Now the issue was shadows. Unfortunately, Unity doesn't have a tilemap shadow caster for some reason, so I did a lot of digging and found this script that perfectly made the shadows for me. All I had to do now was load up the game and it should look perfect. If you're prone to epileptic seizures, this might not be the ideal solution. So I looked at the code and realized it destroyed all the previous tiles before generating the new ones. This would make a jitter effect that was just annoying. So I reconstructed the destruction code. Harder than I thought it would be, but I got it done. The next problem was making update at the right time, because updating shadows 10 times a second generates lag for some reason. Who would have thought? I tweaked for a few hours until I came up with a random stupid spaghetti solution that updates when you break the tiles. The shadows aren't perfect yet, so I'll be slowly fixing them over the course of the next few months while I work on some other cooler things. With that, my game was optimized a bit, and now I can play without your computer having a stroke. See ya.